In 1999, Bill Clinton was concluding his second term as president. Star Wars Episode 1, The Matrix and The Sixth Sense rocked the box office. Britney Spears broke out on the scene with the year's #1 song, Hit Me Baby One More Time. And also that year, the Renegades won their first and only New York Penn League championship. CBA's Joe Villano, an undrafted free agent, making his first NFL start today for the New England Patriots. The Rexford native starting in place of Vince Wilfork at defensive tackle. Now with a new owner, general manager, and head coach in Sacramento, Jimmer Fredette is still unsure of his situation with the Kings. The winless Giants are off to their worst start since 1987. First quarter, no score. David Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown, and the Flips, they're back. For a moment, Wilson will leave the game and not return with neck pain. It's unclear when the injury occurred. Michael Vick, an injury victim as well, leaving the game in the second with a hamstring. The Giants, they were running on E. Eli Manning intercepted 3 times, all in the fourth quarter. And Vick's backup, Nick Foles, he would throw for 2 touchdowns and lead the Eagles on 4 different scoring drives. Philadelphia wins it 36-21. No NFL team has ever made the playoffs after starting the year off 0-5.
The Cardinals taking on the Mets, scoreless in the fourth. John Jay facing Dylan G with the bases full, and Jay hits a single into center field that plates Matt Holliday and Matt Adams 2-0 St. Louis. In the fifth, Adam Wainwright getting by with some help from his defense. With a runner on base, Chris Young sends a deep drive to left. Matt Holliday makes a great leaping grab, robbing Young of a game-tying home run. Go to the seventh, Wainwright again facing Young, and he gets Young to ground out to Matt Adams, makes a great play and tags Young, but Wainwright would leave after that with a hyperextended right knee. He goes 7 innings, allows no earned runs, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts on just 79 pitches. The Cardinals win it 3-0.
Siena looking for their first 4-game winning streak in over 4 years. The Saints' only senior, fan favorite, and walk-on Steven Cruz. He made his first career start. And what a start it was for Brett Bisbing. 13 points in the first 11 minutes. He finished with a team-high 17. Siena up 7 late in the first. Evan Himes' confidence is a stain they can't wipe off. 15 points off the bench for the 1,000-point scorer. Rob Poole entered the game needing just 3 points to join Himes in that 1,000-point club. And this layup, the milestone basket. Poole becoming the 40th Saint to net 1,000 points. Siena would pull away in the second half and lead by as much as 24. Emo Silas, he was a difference maker for Siena, playing some of his best basketball of the season. 7 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 blocks. And how about this, the cherry on top? Cruz would score his first point of the season and the 10th of his Siena career. Siena leads from start to finish.
The Braves hosting the Reds. Atlanta down 1-0 in the first. Freddie Freeman says goodbye baseball. A 2-run shot. It's 2-1 Atlanta. In the third, Justin Upton does some yard work. A solo home run, his 7th of the season, and it's 3-1 Braves. The next batter is Evan Gattis, and he goes deep as well. Back-to-back jacks for the Braves. It's 4-1 Atlanta. It's Gattis' 6th of the year. David Hale retired 22 of the last 23 batters he faced and did not allow a hit after the first inning. The Braves go on to win it 4-1. Hale picks up his first victory of 2014, going a career-high 8 innings, allowing 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts.
CBS 6 Sports.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bobby Welber filling in for Doug Sherman. A win tonight for Tri-City, and the Valley Cats would capture their 2nd straight division title. And to maybe help calm those nerves, it was Oktoberfest at the Joe. Top of the third, the Valley Cats up 3-2, and Roddy Mitchell with the triple down the right field line. Tyler White and Conrad Gagard both come in to score, the 2nd triple of the season for Mitchell. In Tri-City, they would add 1 more in the frame. That was plenty of run support for Evan Grills, who would strike out 8 in 6 innings. For the 2nd straight year, the Valley Cats are Stellar Division champions. They'll open up the playoffs on Friday at Aberdeen. The Yankees just 2.5 games back in the wild card hunt tonight. A marquee pitching matchup, Hiroki Kuroda and Chris Sale. But this one was decided by the bullpen. 8th inning, the Bombers down 4-1. Alfonso Soriano, the 2 RBI single scores Derek Jeter and Robinson Cano. Jeter passing Eddie Collins for 9th on the all-time Major League Baseball hit list. Then after an Alex Rodriguez single, Curtis Granderson, he likes the veal. Off of Donnie Veal, Grandy, the pitch hit ribby, ties the game up at 4. And something starting to feel pretty special about this Yankee playoff push. Later in the inning, Eduardo Nunez, a 2-out, 2 RBI double, gives the Bombers the lead for good. Mariano Rivera would pick up his 40th save, and with a Baltimore loss, the Yankees move past the Birds in the AL East and the wild card race. The Red Sox running into Max Scherzer, the Tiger righty looking to join Roger Clemens as the only pitchers to start the season 20-1. Scherzer would strike out 8 in 7 innings. But in the 5th, a Will Middlebrooks 2-run single would be enough to hand Scherzer just his 2nd loss of the year. John Lester fires 7 innings of 1-run ball for the Red Sox, who pick up their 8th win in the last 10 games. Tim Hudson, who got his ankle broken by the Mets' Eric Young earlier this year in the Braves' dugout. In the 6th, Daniel Murphy unbreaks a scoreless tie, plating Young 1-zip Mets. But in the New York Minute, everything can change. In the 7th, Evan Gattis recalled for the minors today. He does some yard work. And after a walk, Andrelton Simmons, a long ball of his own, the Mets drop their 3rd straight. It was an up and mostly down preseason for Tim Tebow with the New England Patriots. The former Heisman Trophy winner going 11 of 30 passing with 2 touchdowns and an interception before being cut. Patriots owner Robert Kraft appeared today on CBS This Morning and said he had hoped Tebow would make the roster.
I love Tim Tebow, and I very much wanted him on the team. If you look, for the last 5 years, we've only carried 2 quarterbacks. And, you know, when a cut-down time comes, you need those last 3-4 positions for depth. And, you know, life takes funny turns, so no one knows what's going to happen in the future. But whatever he does, I know he's going to be a great success.
Kraft says he hasn't met a finer young man. After his release, Tebow went unclaimed on waivers, and he's now a free agent. In the annual preseason poll, the St. Rose women's soccer team is favored to once again claim the Northeast 10 Conference regular season championship. The Golden Knights have won at least a share of the league title in each of the past 7 seasons. Last year, St. Rose made its 5th straight trip to the Division II national semifinals. 10 starters from that squad return. The season for St. Rose kicks off Thursday at home. After winning his 2nd NBA championship this year, LeBron James is joining the sitcom world. The NBA champion is developing a show which will explore the lives of 2 men from the streets who attained fame and how they deal with friends and families in the wake of that success. James will serve as one of the executive producers on the show. Boston Celtics forward Jared Sullinger pled not guilty today to charges he attacked his girlfriend. The 21-year-old posted $5,000 bail. Prosecutors say Sullinger and his girlfriend had an argument Saturday at their home after she found evidence on his cell phone that he was cheating on her. The second-year pro has been ordered to stay away from the alleged victim. At the U.S. Open, a rejuvenated age 32, Leighton Hewitt was 2 points away from reaching the Open quarterfinals for the first time since 2006. But the 0-1 tournament champ would fall in a back-and-forth, nearly 4-hour match to Mikhail Yuzny. The women's top seed, Serena Williams, was on to the semis 6-love, 6-love. That's a look at sports. Greg, back to you.
Vassar goalie Andrew Nichols says he doesn't think anyone sane would want to be a goalie. Nichols, who is 10th in the nation in saves per game, also says on a one-on-one breakaway, the shooter is supposed to score 90% of the time.
You need to have a short-term memory. You're only good as your next save, so if you give him a goal in, it's whatever, just stop the next ball.
Knowing I had never picked up a lacrosse stick, Nichols picked my chances of scoring as slim to none. Helping increase my odds was Vassar midfielder Scott Breckney.
The first thing you're going to want to start with is your feet. You want to get a good stance going, a nice athletic stance, a little wider than shoulders width apart. You want to get a nice little breakdown in there, get your balance nice and steady. Second thing, left hand goes on the bottom of the stick. Right hand, you want to pick a comfortable point somewhere about maybe 3-4 inches above your left hand. Once you get that down, you want to get your hands back, high and away from your body. And then when you start to pull through, you're going to transfer your weight from your back foot through your front, follow through with your hands, and finish down. The lower you put your top hand, it's like more for the speed and the power, and the higher is more for the accuracy.
Thanks to Breckney's teaching, a future coach in my opinion, with each practice shot, I got better and better. And with my first shot ever with a goalie on net in front of Andrew Nichols, head coach, teammates, and friends, I shocked Poughkeepsie.
Nichols may have taken me a little too lightly, or it may have been beginner's luck. Nichols was shocked and embarrassed. After that, I would be the only one who was embarrassed.
Thank you. Come again.
Nichols would continue to make one impressive save after the next.
Discount double check.
With alley-oops and slam jams, the Harlem Wizards came to Beacon to showcase their high-flying stunts and comedy acts and help raise money for the Beacon Arts and Education Foundations.
Harlem Wizards, all about family fun. That's what it's all about. Family fun, man. Laughing, bringing communities together, raising money for different organizations.
A sold-out crowd was on hand as the Harlem Wizards put their 50-year winning streak on the line against a select group of Beacon District faculty members, both sides believing they'd be victorious.
They think that they're going to win. They don't know that the Beacon Bulldogs are world famous and we are dedicated players.
Pain! I predict pain! I pity the fool! No, that's my Mr. T right there. All right, no. You're going to see slam dunks. You're going to see fancy passes, tricky shots. We're going to laugh. We're going to get our dance on, our boogie woogie. It's going to be a great time.
For the students of Beacon, a chance to see their teachers in a brand new light and a chance to see their teachers be taken to school on the hardwood.
Well, I think they're going to get totally demolished, but I think it's going to be really cool. If I could give them advice, make every shot.
I'm really excited because my math teacher's in it, and I'm like, whoa.
In the end, the Wizards' 50-year winning streak remained intact. The real winners, the community of Beacon, who got to see the Wizards' high-flying comedy act in person and help better their school district.
There's that kind of involvement, there's that kind of excitement, and there's that kind of participation. This community turns out for the great events like this.